have this story I'm going to tell you guys. I hope you enjoy it. So sit back and relax. Okay, so this past weekend, I had some buddies come over, a couple of buddies of mine, and their names were Barney Stinson, Ted Mosby, and Tom Newton. Okay, these guys, I went to. No crap, I didn't go to school with these guys. I know these guys from cross country when I ran with them on a Roadrunners team for a town, and recently just got back into contact with each other. So they come over for the weekend. While they're over here, we're trying to find things to do, trying to be productive human beings. So we end up playing some Halo, and then I get a text about another friend's party that he's having, and we're like, huh? Huh? Yeah. So I need to back up a little bit. Thursday, I was coming home from a job interview. I got the job, by the way. Driving down the interstate, just like, yeah, look at me in my car. I'm driving so fast and it's the speed limit. Look at me now. And all of a sudden, my car just and it starts smoking, just smoking up. And this is my face. No, that did not, no. Okay, so my car died on the interstate, and I had to push it off. I was in the fast lane, and I had to push it off. Cars are really heavy. Surprisingly heavy. Got it towed and everything. So, for the meantime, I am in my mother's tan minivan. Okay? So we have my mom's minivan, right? And we get in the car, and first thing we realize, we start talking about, oh man, we're going to get some hot chicks. Oh yeah, we're going to get some babes. Those babes, we're going to get those phone numbers. We're going to never call them again. Yeah, let's do it. And then we're like, wait a second. We're in a okay. We start headed out the way to the party, and Barney Stinson's in the passenger seat with Ted Mosby and Tom Newton in the back seat. And I'm driving, and Barney looks at me, and he goes, hey, dude, did you know that the human bladder can hold up to 650 milliliters worth of urine? And I was like, no, I did not. Interesting information. Yeah, my bladder's at 700. I need to pee now. We're in the middle of nowhere, right? There is nothing, not a thing around. You can't even see. There's so little around that there's like half a house and a rock. And that's about it. So Ted Mosby in the back seat, he leans up to Barney and he says, hey, just pee out the window, man. And I'm like, no, don't do that. That's not a good idea. Please do not do that. And Tom Newton's in the back. He's like, yeah, go for it. Woo! Nothing can go wrong here. Ted leans up and he's like, Barney, you're my best friend. I believe in you. You can do this. And Barney just says, all right, yeah. So Barney rolls down the window and like starts to lean up. He's like, guys, hey, He's leaning out, fully exposing his downstairs mix-up. I know. Crazy. Next thing that happens, he starts to urinate. He's like, oh, it's going. The flow is going. You can't slow down the flow. Slow down the flow down. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. Next thing I know, he's saying, oh, no. And I'm like, what? Apparently, trying to pee against 50-mile-per-hour winds is very difficult. That's how fast we're going, 50 miles per hour. So all the wind is just blowing the pee right back. All over my van. All over my mother's van. Ted is in the back. He's like, ah! Tom and I both like, what just happened? He peed on my face. It got on my face. We just lose it. We just die laughing. It was hilarious. So after like 5 minutes, like after the longest urination I've ever witnessed, I mean, I've only other witnessed mine, so it's not like I go around seeing a bunch of people pee or anything. I'm not that. After about 5 minutes of Barney peeing, he finally comes back in. He puts the window up, and he says, guys, that was an awful idea. I'm like, hey, I tried stopping you. I said, no, bad idea, not to do it. And he says, I peed on my arm. There's pee. Oh my gosh, there's pee everywhere. He shows us there's pee all over his shirt. He's just covered in urine at this point in time. And that is why you don't try to pee out of a van, a moving van. You're gonna pee all over yourself, and you're gonna pee all over your friends. That's right, it happened. He's all worried, oh, I'm gonna show up to this guy's house, and I'm gonna smell like pee. So, he makes a stop at a gas station to buy deodorant. Not to stop so he could pee. He thought the best course of action was to pee out the window. Okay? Not to stop. Not to stop at the gas station to pee, but he wanted deodorant so he didn't smell like pee, because he just peed all over himself. So we stop at the gas station. I pull in and I run out to the pump, and I get the wiper, like, to clean out the windshield, but I have to clean off the entire side of the van, because there was just, it was. So as I'm doing that, the other guys, they all go in, they're getting the deodorant, everything. They come back out, I get done cleaning off, we get back in the van, and there's this kid. There's this, like, I would say he was like 14 years old or something, at most, on a little Razor scooter. Just scooting around, scooting around. Just scooting, okay? We get back in the car, and he's off to the side. I start the car up, and the van just erupts with laughter. And I'm like, what? I look over. The kid had wiped out, okay? He tried doing some trick with spinning the thing or something, and he just ate it. He ate it. So we're all laughing, and Barney's in the passenger seat again, and he goes, roll down your window. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. He's like, no, do it anyways. So I go ahead, I roll down my window, the van gets a little quiet, and Barney just goes, ah! You ate it, man. They're all laughing at this kid. I laughed. I'll be honest, I laughed a little bit, but then it started to die down. They're still chuckling, and I start to roll up my window, and I'm sorry. Kid's just like, man, I'm cool. So the moral of this story is, scooters are lame. Yeah. I don't know.